Hi guys, welcome back. Today we're going to do a lower body burn focusing on your inner thighs and your glutes using your magic circle here. If you don't have a circle, that is okay. You can use a little soft ball if you've got one, or use a little cushion if you've got one as well. Let's get straight into it. First of all, we're going to lie yourself down onto your back. Your circle is going to come placed in between your inner thighs, just above the knees. And then you're just going to place your feet sort of where they land onto the ground. Take a moment to roll those shoulders down and back. And we should have a small little gap underneath your lower back here, just small enough to fit a blueberry underneath. Nice and steady, we're going to start to come into your warm-up. We're going to slowly squeeze that ring in. Very good. And then nice and slow to release that ring. So I'm going to use the count of 3, 2, 1. And use the count of 3, 2, 1. Now as we're coming into that warm-up, only those legs are working hard to press that ring. That upper body here should stay nice and still. So really connecting through the core as we work through those thighs as it works its way up. Maintaining that small little gap underneath your lower back. We're going to go for 6 more here. Controlling that tension. For 5. Working hard against that circle, even as we open the legs out. 4. Last 3. Good. And 2. Nice work. Now on your next one, let's hold that circle for me here. We're going to hold that tension. We're going to hold it here. We're going to start to roll the spine up from the floor, sending your hips all the way up to the ceiling. Inhale to hold. On your exhale, we're going to roll yourself all the way back down. As your tailbone hits the floor, we're going to release that circle. Squeezing it in, working one vertebrae at a time, rolling, hips are lifted, creating that long line from your knees all the way towards your chest. Very good. And making sure that tailbone is the last thing that comes back down. So I want that lower back to come down onto the floor first, before you start to bring your tailbone back down and release that circle. Good, we're going to go for 6 more here. Shoulders stay nice and relaxed for me. For 5. Very good, controlling that squeeze through those legs. 4 more. Last 3, doing so well. And 2. Very good. Now on your next one, we're going to hold those hips lifted. Hold it nice and high. Good. We're going to continue squeezing that ring for me now. Little pulses, 2 inches out, 2 inches in. Good. Really controlling that pulse for me. Hips stay lifted for 7. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold that squeeze. We're going to lower the hips halfway down, lift it up, release the squeeze, squeeze it back in. Halfway down with your hips and lift. And a pulse. Good. So we're going to alternate between these 2 movements for me. Let's keep it going for 7. For 6, 5, and 4. Last 3, and 2. On your next one, hold that squeeze for me here. Keep it held in for 6, for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower yourself all the way back down. Good. Quick little readjustment if you need to here. Reset yourselves. We've just got a little bit more while we're down here. Now keeping that light hold of the circle for me, we're just going to roll yourself back up into your bridging, so no squeeze for me at this time. We're going to start to lift one heel up from the floor. Lower the heel down, other heel comes up. Good. So torso again stays nice and quiet. There shouldn't be too much shuffling down those hips through that torso as we're lifting one heel at a time. We're going to go for 7, for 6, 5, 4 more, last 3, and 2. Hold your next heel up. Let's squeeze that ring for me here, pulsing it through. We've got 8 for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold that squeeze. Hold for 6, for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the squeeze. Lower the heel down. Other heel comes up. Let's go again. We're going to pulse it here. You've got 8 for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold that squeeze. Keep it there. Connect it through the core for 6, for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Lower the heel down. Keep the lips lifted. We're almost there. We're going to start to lift both heels up, both heels down. Good. Both heels lifted and lower. For 6, for 5, not long to go, 4 more, last 3, and 2. Hold your heels up, squeeze that ring for me now, pulsing it through. Last set. Let's go for 8, for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold your squeeze, keep it strong, almost there for 6, for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower yourself all the way back down. Nice work. Take that ring out, give yourself a little rock side to side here. And let's come into your next movement. We're going to come lying onto your side for me now. We're going to take a hold of your circle, place it into your top hand. Bottom arm is just going to fold and allow your head to just rest into your arms. Now with your knees, I want them bent, having your shins nice and forward, parallel to the front edge of your mat. And that ring is going to come so that we have a sort of a 90-degree bend down your elbow. So it's not all the way out long, not too close in. Keep it so it's got a little bit of room through the arm, about a 90-degree shape running down. Top leg is going to extend out long, lengthening out the spine here as well. And when you're ready, we're just going to start pulsing through that arm into that circle. So just that small little movement, pressing the palm in and release. Good. So it's not going to be a huge movement here. Just do what you can as long as we can keep that torso nice and steady. We're going to go for 6, for 5, 4 more, last 3, and 2. Very good. Now the next time you press that circle in, you're going to start to lift that top leg up. Just to where you can, lower the leg, release that tension. Let's go again, pressing in that circle, lifting the leg up high, and lower. Good. We're going to go for 6 on this. Nice work. For 5, 4 more, last 3, and 2. Very good. Press into that circle for me. Hold that leg lifted just to where you can. We're going to bring it halfway down of the leg, halfway of that press, so that your leg is in line with your hip. When you're ready, keeping that circle where it is, we're just going to sweep that leg forward in front. And we're going to sweep that leg back behind. So we're going to keep that leg parallel to the floor, in line with your hips, and only sweeping that leg as long as we can maintain that steadiness running through your spine and your torso. So I shouldn't see that lower back, bringing that momentum through that movement. We're going to go for 6. Good. For 5, slow and controlled. 4 more. Last 3. And 2. Good. Now on your next one, let's hold that leg forward just to where you can. We're going to turn your toes downwards. Pulses for me here. Let's go for 8. For 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Lower yourself back down and bring that circle in. All right, while we're lying onto the side, we've just got one more thing to go. So we're going to move your ring further down, and let's place your bottom ankle inside of that circle, resting onto one side of that padding, and then your top leg is going to come resting over it, and then we're going to lengthen yourself out long. So as you lie yourself back down, we've got that long line from your head all the way down to your feet. Hips are opening up, torso's opening up, and then you've got your top hand resting in front of you for me here, just to help stabilize yourself here. Toes pointed on both legs. When you're ready, we're going to go nice and slow. Let's start to lift that bottom leg up towards the top and then lower back down. Let's go again for me here. We're going to lift and lower. Good. Top leg's just resting on that circle here. Everything else stays nice and quiet. Just that bottom leg working hard to lift and lower. We're going to go for 6, for 5, 4 more. Nice work. For 3 and 2. Let's hold it lifted for me here. We're going to go into a circle in your circle. So big toes your pencil now. Circling for 6, 5, 4, 3 and 2. Let's reverse it over. Let's go again. You've got 6, for 5, 4, 3, 2, hold that leg lifted, little pulses for me here, pulsing 2 inches up, 2 inches down, for 6, 5, 4, 3, and 2, and 1, lower that ankle down, and keeping those legs where they are, you're just going to now start to press that top leg into that circle, squeezing it down, and nice and steady, release that tension. Let's go again. Top leg is pressing and lift. We're going to go for 6. Good. For 5. Nice and steady. 4 more. Last 3. And 2. Good. We're going to hold that squeeze in. Keep it there. Hold it here for 6. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, coming all the way back in. Very good. Let's carefully turn yourself over to the other side. We're going to do the exact same thing. Alright, let's lay yourself back down. We're going to place that circle into your top hand for me here. And then we're going to start to bring both knees into a bent position. Once again, shins nice and forward to the front edge of your mat, and extending that top leg out long. Once you've got yourself into position, lengthening out that torso. Now remember that arm is about a 90-degree shape running down that elbow, so nothing too close, nothing too far out. Nice and slow, let's start to press that circle down just to where you can, and release that tension. Good. Once again, it's not going to be a huge movement here. Just press what you can, as long as we can keep everything else nice and quiet. We're going to go for 6, for 5, 4 more, last 3, and 2. Now on your next one, let's press that ring down. We're going to start to sweep the leg up, lower the leg down, release that squeeze. Good. Let's go again. Pressing into the circle, leg lifts. Nice work. We're going to go for 6. Good. For 5, controlling that body weight. 4 more. Last 3. And 2. Very good. On your next one, let's hold it lifted. Hold that circle pressed down. You're going to bring that leg halfway. Hold that circle halfway into that press. And let's start to sweep the leg forward in front. Sweep the leg back behind. So we want that leg to be parallel to the floor, in line with your hips. And once again, just taking that quick check of your torso for me, making sure there's not too much movement running through it. And keeping that light press of that circle here, just to help balance yourself out. We're going to go for 6 on this. Good. You've got 5, 4 more. Last 3. And 2. Nice work. We're going to hold it forward for me just to where you can. Hold that leg here, turn those toes downwards, pulsing those legs. Let's go for 8, for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Sweep it all the way back in. And let's come lift it up. We're going to move that circle down towards your feet. So once again, bottom ankle is going to thread through. Top leg is going to rest out on top of it. And then let's extend yourself all the way back down. We've got yourself in that long line from your head all the way down to those feet. And toes are going to be pointed. Top hand resting in front of you just to help balance yourself out here. And when you're ready, let's start to lift that bottom leg and lower. Good. So everything else stays nice and quiet for me here. Let's keep it going. You've got 6. For 5. 4 more. Last 3. And 2. Good. Let's hold it lifted. Let's go to drawing a circle in your circle for me now. Let's go for 6. For 5. 4. 3. 2. Reverse it over. Let's go again for 6. For 5. 4. 3. And 2. Hold it there. Little pulses for me here. Not much longer to go. We're going to go for 8. For 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Nice work. Let's lower the leg down. This time we're going to press that top leg into your circle now. So squeezing that ring for me. And then nice and controlled, releasing that tension. Let's go again. Squeezing down. Very good. And lift. Good. We're going to go for 6 on this. Do what you can. For 5. 4 more. Last 3. And 2. Good. We're going to hold it, press down on your next one. Hold it there for 6. For 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Come lifted. Very good. Let's carefully make your way up. We've just got one last set of movements to go. This time around, we're going to bring yourself on to your hands and knees. But before we do so, let's grab a hold of your circle. One end of your circle is going to rest behind your right ankle, and the other end of your circle is going to rest where your glutes and your thighs meet. So just at the base of your glutes for me here, just tucking it into where that crease is. And then we're going to bring yourself on to your hands and knees once you've got yourself that circle where it is. Alright, so we want to make sure that those knees are underneath those hip bones, hands are underneath those shoulder blades, and we're going to take a moment to roll those shoulders down and back, just so that we can lengthen out the spine and the shoulders are away from those ears. When you're ready, we're going to take a moment here to sweep that right leg up, and then sweeping it back down. Let's go again. So your challenge here is to keep that circle at the back of your leg. Torso is going to stay nice and steady, especially that lower back. Now at any point, if it does get too much for your wrist, you can come onto your forearms here, or you can place your hands into a fist position. We're going to go for 6. Good. For 5. 4 more. Last 3. And 2. Very good. We're going to hold it up on this one for me here. We're going to squeeze that ring twice before you sweep the knee back down. Let's go again. Squeeze it. Very good. Controlling that tension. You've got 6 like so. Oh no, I'm slipping out. For 5. Could feel that coming out of my leg. 4 more. Last 3. And 2. Very good, almost done. One more for me here. Keep that leg lifted. Let's continue squeezing that ring for me now. We're going to go for 8, for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold that leg lifted, but release that tension of the circle. Hold it here. We've just got one last challenge to go. Can we start to raise that left arm out long in front and sweep it back down? Good. Keep that leg lifted here, just the left arm reaches out and in. You've got 6, working into that balance in your core stability for 5, 4 more, last 3, and 2, last one for me here, and coming all the way back in. Well done. Take that circle out, give your shoulders a quick roll down and back. I know it's a lot to be on those hands. And let's go straight over to the other side. When you're ready, one end of your circle underneath your back of your left ankle. Other end is going to sit at the base of your left glute. Bring yourself back into your 4-point kneel. Once again, let's take that moment to roll those shoulders down and back. We're lengthening out the spine and shoulders are away from those ears. When you're ready, we're going to start to sweep that left leg up just to where you can and lower yourself back down. Let's go again. Sweep it high and lower. Good. We're going to go for 6. Nice work. For 5. 4 more. Last 3. Can feel it slipping out of my leg again. Let me just readjust. There we go. And 2. Nice work. We're going to hold it lifted. Squeeze that ring twice before we lower yourself back down. Let's go again. Sweeping up high. Pulsing. You've got 6 here. For 5. 4 more. Last 3. And 2. Good. On your next one, we're going to hold it lifted. Let's continue squeezing that ring for me now. Little pulses for 8, for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it here. Release the tension, but keep that leg lifted out. Can we start to add in your right arm reaching forward and sweep it back down? Good. Keep that balance. We're going to go for 6, for 5. 4 more. Last 3. And 2. Nice work. And 1 more for me here. Very good. Coming all the way back in. Can you tell I couldn't even look at the camera just to keep myself focused here? All right. Well done, everyone. That is it. That is your lower body burn using your magic circle here today. I hope you all have a wonderful day.